This is the SHIB coin 1 month overview reading for the month of October 2023. It's currently August 4th, 2023, 4:23 p.m. Eastern Time. SHIB coin at the time of this reading is currently 0.00008635. That's 5 zeros and then an 8635 USD. The shuffle file for the October reading was created on August 1st, 2023 at 2:19 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this video right here. So the overall theme and behavior for SHIB coin in October is significant decline. This will really stand out on like a 1 year scale. It's crossed with a mixed kind of behavior where we have a sideways S within a channel, usually 2 declines with an incline in between. Behavior around the high side, we come up against the resistance level that we've met many times before, and we have a sharp decline off of that high. It's a resistance level that we've met many times before and failed to break through. And then behavior around the low slow, we should have bumping along resistance sideways, maybe breaking through resistance out of the low, but bumping along resistance there should be behavior like that around the low slow for the month of October. Before we go any further, let's take a look and see how we're doing in August thus far. Well, how about July? So in July, we had a lowest low here early. We had 2 lows actually here in early July. And then we had a high towards the end of the month. Can't really see the beginning of the month because it only does 30 days. But you can see how we had highs here towards the end of the month. We had them on the 23rd, 24th. They ended up being a bit earlier on like the 17th. So, which we had prominent peaks or crests there for those as well. But with that said, still pretty solid. Would have made a good amount of money following those trades. And as far as August is concerned, everything seems to be going according to plan thus far. Right, so we have this peak here on the 2nd, and then a trough here on the 3rd. Peak and a trough. Big move on the 4th to the upside. So what we should see tomorrow is we should probably top off here and see some mixed behavior, and then go to a higher high when we come around the 11th, 12th. But it's looking pretty solid thus far. And that's the finished shuffle file for October. All right, so let's get into it. On the 1st, we have out of a prominent trough for the month, we have a big move higher, reaching for a distant resistance. There's also a trade opportunity there. On the 2nd, a prominent move higher followed by a full retracement of that move. On the 3rd, very likely a highest high here. There's a strong possibility of a highest high here. The strongest possibility is here on the 6th, 7th, but there is some possibility that we see a highest high here on the 3rd. If we do, it'll be like we establish support at a higher price level. There'll be a lot of price change there and a cash out opportunity. Actually, there's 2 trade opportunities there. So either 2 swing trades or a day trade, and we'll talk about that in more detail in the paid version. On the 4th, we have a rally along a diagonal trend line that ends with a fast sudden move higher and then a breakdown through that diagonal trend line with increasing volatility on the way down. Notable move higher on the 5th early in the day. Sideways rotation at a new higher support level. It looks like we're pretty flat on the 6th, a key resistance highlighted, and then probably a high. This move to the upside probably carries into the 6th, from the 5th into the 6th, and we have a high here on the 6th, 7th. A period of volatility on the 7th ends with the fast sudden move higher. So it looks like we go from a peak early in the day or on the cusp of the 6th, 7th into some volatility, and then a fast sudden move higher at the end of the day, ending that volatility. An overbought peak or crest on the 8th. A brief peak that's easily missed on the 9th, which is followed by a sharp decline through multiple support levels. It looks like a big move actually early in the day to the upside on the 9th. We're on the cusp of the 8th, 9th. Big move to the upside, but brief peak that's easily missed, taking it to a trough midday. Either that, if we don't see a big move early in the day on the 9th, then it means on the cusp of the 9th, 10th, there's a big move. And we should see a new peak, like a prominent peak on the 10th. A period of volatility and a sharp drop that'll stand out in a period of volatility. It's potentially another location where we could possibly have a highest high, but I think probably the highest high was here on the 3rd. Out of a decline on the 11th, midday trough, there's a notable move higher. On the 12th, we have a resistance level that's highlighted. It's a good mean point between a short and a long position. A lot of price change covered on the 12th that would allow for you to position yourself in both directions at separate times, not at the same time. On the 13th, sideways rotation along key support. There's also a trade opportunity on the 10th and on the 12th, which we'll talk about in more detail in the paid version. Matter of fact, guys, if you're interested in the paid version, this is really a great way to support the channel. It's one of the best ways. The people who are subscribed to the monthly subscriptions are really the core foundation of our financial support. Without people like that, we wouldn't be able to put out the content that we do. So go to our services tab, SO Meta Posts, scroll down to monthly subscription, click here, and you can subscribe to any of these tickers of crypto, or if you're interested in the paid version of all of these, you can get the all paid access. It also includes Google and Amazon as well. And it's about 3 to 8 minutes of additional content at the end of the video talking about the best trades that we see, looking for chart behavior as far as the entry and exits within like estimated time frames. Pretty valuable trade information, guys. So thanks to all those of you that go ahead and do that. And let's get back into it. So sideways rotation on the 13th along key support level on a multi-day scale. We rise to meet the nearest resistance and fall back and continue rotating sideways along that support. On the 14th, price swings. On the 15th, the notable, there's day trade opportunity on the 14th. And then on the 15th, a notable reversal that'll stand out on at least a 1 month scale. On the 16th, a decline that increases with the momentum moving forward in time, and then on the 17th, early in the day, a rally to a resistance level that it looks like we're going to break through. Instead, we decline through key support. On the 18th, we're bound by a range on a multi-day scale. Hard to say just by looking at the card which direction that is. Let's take a look. Looks like it's to the downside. We might see some sideways rotation on the 18th, and then out of that sideways rotation, establishing support on the 19th, there's a big move to the upside. We meet a key resistance on the 20th, and then from that we decline with consecutively lower spikes up on the way down into a low probably on the 21st. It may be on the 20th, but I think it's probably on the 21st. On the 21st, there's a decline that offers opportunity. We'll talk about it in more detail. Very bottomy there around the 21st. Big move higher right around the cusp of the 21st and the 22nd, and then another move to the downside on the 22nd. Sideways fluidity on the 23rd along key support. We'll probably see more decline there on the 23rd. We might see the lowest low again, or a lower low there. An important technical price level highlighted on the 24th, and it'll be important on a 1 year scale. A fast send move higher on the 25th. On the 26th, we establish support rotating sideways, and then there's a big move higher, and then we establish support at a higher price level. On the 27th, a pop and drop with a notable trade opportunity there. On the 28th, an unexpected move higher, and then around the cusp of the 28th, 29th, a notable decline. Advised to be cautious on the 29th. Decline continues into the 30th. Sharp drop on the 30th, and that's most likely our lowest low and a significant trade opportunity there as well in preparation for November and an important resistance level there in November. That's the SHIB coin reading for October, guys. Don't forget to follow that rule of karma. It's super important. Love all you guys out there following that rule of karma. It's so important, guys. Go to the resources tab of our website, Tarot for Traders. Donate 5% of the profits forward to one of these charities and 5% of the profits back to the channel here, leaving you with 90%. Make sure to spend that money out of love, and the universe is going to send it back to you tenfold through this channel, my friends. I'll see you guys on the next one. Stay tuned if you got the paid version.